Hello, you masochistic
psychopaths.
psychopaths.
People. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep coming back to this shit?
Apparently, you are not within the times. Let's say. And prefer to suffer. Audio and audio, thank God. I mean, imagine that this was in video. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. You get the hairy one. You get the hairy one and the other hairy one.
You get the beasts.
You get the two meaty dudes. Let's just say that. The two meaty dudes.
Two meaty dudes.
See, we're being nice. We're not using hateful pronouns. Although the name of the podcast is The Husky Rebel.
I think we kind of give it away right there.
Yeah. Like, we're being nice.
Smaller.
We're being nice.
Smaller late.
But the title kind of the title kind of gives it away. Like, we ain't nice. We don't play nice. We don't play nice even to ourselves. Why we will play nice with you guys. So this is us again. I think this is 109. Right? Yes.
109.
Yeah, 109. Wow. We still doing this, and God knows if we'll get to 200. I mean, that will be another milestone. I mean, I'm still amazed that I got to 100, because this is the most perseverance, even against all the multitude of non-listeners, which is a lot. Like 99.9% of the planet.
Hey, we still got that 1.1 there, man.
Just like my personality. Like my personality test is like 0.1% of the planet. So that's exactly my audience.
That's exactly who listens to us.
Like, oh, you're like-minded. Like what are the odds? A diamond in the rough.
Oh man.
Oh God. Anyway, so like I'm doing now, thank God, again, no RIP section this week. I mean, it's not that people have not been dying. Believe me, that's happening. It is happening. Yeah. It is happening. A lot of people
every
die.
day.
Every day.
Every second of the day.
It's just that, celebrity people of influence have not passed away recently, thank God. So hopefully things stay that way. So as I've been doing lately, let's start with the introverted tweets. Here's one that says, friend, want to hang out tomorrow? That's a friend to me. And then me replying, I have already performed an activity yesterday. Please wait the 3-day recovery period to submit another reply. And another,
the weakest link. Go back.
Yeah. The next one, sorry I missed your call earlier today. I was sitting in the couch with the phone in my hand watching it ring. I laugh because that is so true. Like, you can call, like it starts ringing, and I'm like, oh, look, it rings.
Oh, look, it's other husky babu.
No. I was like, no, look, it actually, I did not know it had that function. I thought this shit was just to surf the web and install
this
apps.
Thing rings?
And have chats with people. And
this thing's good.
I can make calls with this. I can make calls with this. Reminds me of the Richard Pryor joke and see no evil, hear no evil. Like, you mean I'm not white? Oh my God. All this time I didn't. Does Dad know?
Oh my God.
Back in the day when you can do those type of jokes.
Yes, when you can.
When you
not
could.
Today.
No. You get canceled, but try to cancel Richard Pryor.
He ain't no canceling that man.
Oh no, he'll cancel you.
The only person that can cancel that man is himself.
And he tried. Believe me, he tried. Set himself on fire.
Oh my God.
Had Marlon Brando blow him. That's a story for another time, boys and girls.
Yeah. Get off that subject. You don't have enough time for that.
that's 3 months of therapy right there. That's 3 or 4 months worth of therapy right there.
Spoiler alert: we don't pay for any
Oh
hospital
no,
bills
we
here,
are
okay?
not. We are not insured. There's no health care insurance working around this neck of the woods. Woo! Wow. Well, see, we started all cooking. We started cooking on all cylinders. Woo! Jesus. Ooh, we're getting hot up in here. So, a weird news thing, because I found this so interesting, because I love how, like, life kind of creates, like, cautionary tales. Like, for example, Jurassic Park. What's the cautionary tale? What's the moral of that story? I mean, we're what, 6 movies deep in, right? At this point, it's been like 6 movies deep, and if you haven't gotten by now that do not fuck with Mother Nature, if you haven't gotten to the point yet watching those movies, I think it's safe to say you're fucking stupid.
Chin.
I think it's safe to say that you are on the stupid spectrum of things. I think it's safe to put you in that judgment poll, right? I think it's safe. I think
it's safe.
So when I see people like scientists, allegedly the smartest of the smarts, the people who have all the brain functions running on all cylinders again, attempting this kind of shit, makes me think that, just because you have earned the right to be called a scientist and know about genetics and all that stuff, probably that means that also you are totally lacking in the judgment and thinking part. Because researchers bring back a zombie virus frozen in permafrost for over 48,500 years. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Guess they're bored.
Why? Yes. Didn't we have something already from Wuhan that kind of stopped the world for a couple of years? And now you're like, okay, let's go. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. I know something more devastating than this. And guess what? There ain't no damn.
There ain't nothing that can save you.
There ain't no vaccine. There ain't no vaccine for this. Like how many TV shows, movies, video games we made about zombie shit, and then yeah, let's do that. Why not have that in the real world? Like, life ain't hard enough.
It ain't.
Life ain't hard enough. Why not fuck things up?
Unless you're dodging zombies out in the streets as you're walking.
Yes.
Life ain't hard. Life is easy for you.
Some of these fools must be playing The Last of Us, and they're like, yeah, it must be cool walking around with guns and shit. Must be cool. Like, what could give us the right to walk around with guns and just blow people off? Zombie virus.
I guess someone's really in love with the Walking Dead that they were like, fuck it, let's put this shit into real life.
Oh my god! Please. So you see, everybody that started defending, science. Well, there's your science for you. If the world fucking ends, you know where to point the fucking finger now. You know where who brought this shit up? These fucks, the white coats, with the fucking glass,
right there,
with the fucking glasses on.
Don't have to ask me twice. I'm pointing right at you, son. Right there, right
this son of a bitch, this son of a bitch right here.
This dumbass thought it was fun.
Well, actually, we were just trying to do. Shut the fuck up, you fucking nerd.
Cares. No one asked you.
Shut
you
the fuck
up.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking nerd. Just because you didn't get some in high school and college, that don't mean you had to blame it on humanity.
Oh, you want to take it there, huh?
Yeah, I went there. I went to the deep end. I mean, that's not even true anymore. Have you seen Big Bang Theory? Those nerds got laid all the time.
Oh my god!
Them bunch of nerds. We're having a free for all. The only one was getting more. None was Sheldon is because he was oblivious as all fuck. But if he were down to the business, he would have been getting some too. Not that there weren't any seekers out there that were trying to get into his pants. Anyway, sorry for bringing the Big Bang Theory a sexcapade, man. I would imagine there's already a porn subgenre about that.
Well, if there isn't, there's gonna be one now.
What haven't they done a subgenre? That's the question. That is the question. Anyway, so yeah, how do we file this one? Yeah, bad idea. Do not repeat and close it and Jumanji that shit. Like bury it on
Throw away the keys.
yeah,
Burn it.
Jumanji that shit. Like throw it in the bottom of the river, tie it with fucking rocks, and hope to God that thing just stays down there forever. Jesus, that's a dumbass idea. Dumbass idea. Anyways, let's go into the sports and wrestling stuff. Well, I got mostly wrestling. I don't know if you got any sports. You got any sports in you?
Other than the World Classic Baseball started this week.
Yeah, DR lost last night.
The DR lost. U.S. won against Great Britain, I believe.
Wait a minute. Great Britain?
Yeah.
Ain't there equivalent to whatever they consider baseball cricket?
I guess they
Like, since when they know how to play baseball? Since when?
I guess now. I mean,
I'm dumbfounded with that. I'm dumbfounded. Like, who the hell in Britain plays baseball? Like, I haven't seen no damn baseball field in Britain. I ain't never seen that shit. Have you seen that shit?
No, it's funny because they said that the people that came up with the Great Britain jerseys, all they did was use what's that
Soccer?
letter typing in Word, is it Arial,
Okay.
and just put bold and just typed out Great Britain on the front of the jerseys. Look up Great Britain's jerseys for the World Classic Baseball. It literally looks like I did it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You see that?
Oh,
We could have done that. We could have got paid
my
millions too, probably.
God. A fucking 8-year-old would have done this.
Yeah, man.
This is the laziest logo I've ever seen in my life. This is some lazy ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
So-
what? Are all of them Canadian?
I don't know. There is a Canadian team.
But Canada's part of Great Britain.
So today's matchups, we really got Canada and Great Britain playing. Canada's on the bottom of the second, winning 6-4. You got Venezuela versus Puerto Rico, Mexico versus the United States, Australia versus Czech Republic. Games finished today. Japan beat Australia 7-1. Netherlands lost to Italy 7-1, and Nicaragua lost to Israel 3-1. So there is games tonight. I mean, by the time people are watching this, it'll be over. But it's a good, I guess, good makeup games, I guess, for people to play at a high level. But as of right now, I don't like this. I mean, the Yankees alone right now are starting with a lot of pitchers on the IL. You lost your starting center fielder with an oblique. They said 6 weeks for an oblique strain to heal.
Okay.
And you think about it, you use your oblique to swing. So that means there's no baseball activities for at least 5 weeks, or maybe 3, to see how it feels after 3 weeks. So I don't. And then to send some of your best players out to play for their countries in this thing,
Okay.
I just don't like it. I
I
mean,
guess that was the complaint from the get go when they started with this idea of the baseball classic. That it was gonna take away a lot from MLB, but then again, MLB is almost a year event. It's like it's the
yeah, I mean,
longest freaking season of all sports.
yeah, I understand that World Baseball Classic is like almost like the Olympics because I think the Olympics took out baseball. But I mean, this is a competition. I mean, you can get hit in the face,
Yeah, like or
you can get hit in
just
the
make the
leg and
damn
shatter your.
season shorter for God's sake.
Well, baseball in general, I think you can probably start towards the end of April, cut like a week or two out, like they did this year. Like last year, they had a lockout, so they didn't start the season until pretty late. Um,
Yeah, but
so they missed like the
still,
first 2 weeks of baseball
still,
because of the lockout. And I think the amount of games that they played last year were
like
great.
you basically live out three of the 4 seasons of a year during baseball.
Well, I mean, that's the way baseball was played back then. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like
but just
it's.
because people did things in the 1800s, you gotta keep doing it now. I mean, we don't cook on a stone a stone stove or something. What like you know? I mean,
I
yeah,
understand.
baseball is a traditional sport. It's very old school. That's why people are pissed by like the changes of the rules and whatnot. But damn it, baseball is a patience game, but people done lost their patience now. People done lost their patience. They ain't got the
Yeah.
tolerance to watch it.
Well,
Like
that's the way the world is now. Like, and especially like in New York,
oh
everything
yeah,
is quick, quick, quick.
no, they
Move out
want
of my
things
way,
done
quick, quick,
yesterday.
quick.
We want things done yesterday.
You go down to Florida,
Oh no, they're very leisure down there.
it's like, well, anywhere down south, you
Yeah,
go
it's
down the
leisure.
East Coast. I think after DC, after Virginia and DC,
It's leisure
everything is
city.
is
It's
all
leisure city. It's like
yeah,
taking it like it. Well, slow down. Life ain't going nowhere. Life ain't going
yeah.
nowhere. Like take it easy. Their attitude is like take it easy. Calm down. Whereas
So
people raised in these neck of the woods where we are in Geekville are like, shit got to be done 2 weeks ago.
yeah, and that's just society in general, just how I mean it works. I mean these new rules, are cutting a lot of. I think it was they were saying like an average baseball game last year was like 3 hours almost,
Oy, oy, oy.
exactly 3 hours. Now it's like 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Wow.
So I mean, I just know that when it comes down to playoff times, if a strike three is called to end the game because the fucking batter wasn't in the box, it's gonna fucking the whole stadium is gonna come down of the home team. The
Like
home team
what?
crowd is just gonna be like crazy,
Yeah, but
crazy.
this has been foretold for a minute now, so I don't think that's gonna happen unless it happens on purpose. Unless they're doing some Pete Rose shit and betting on the side.
No, I know that. I mean, they already. You can see it in spring. I think by the time the guys hit May or June, all the new rules will be like second nature to them. So I don't think it's gonna be that
Yeah,
crazy in the playoffs. I mean, you have 8 seconds for the batter to get back into the box before and facing the pitcher before they call a strike on you.
Well, anyway.
So I hope. I mean, and they, it won't hurt like we talked about before. It won't hurt the batters that are usually in the box that don't walk out every 5 seconds after each pitch. But we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much what I have on sports. I mean, there's nothing else really going. I mean, NBA playoffs most likely going to start soon. Maybe not
Yes,
like 3, 4
soonish,
weeks.
soonish.
Um,
Excuse me while I eat some yogurt.
yeah, I got you. You got baseball. I mean, football. You got some. Is Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets?
Eh,
I mean, they're clearing up the cap space. Do I really want him? I mean, if he gives me 2 years, yeah, I'll take him. But
I've
if he's gonna be a rental and only play one year, I don't want him.
It's the whole Brett Favre thing
It gives
vibes.
me Brett Favre vibes because Brett Favre never wanted to be on the Jets. Brett Favre always wanted to be on the Vikings when he got traded, because they went to him. Green Bay went to him and said, "Where do you want to go?" And he goes, "Oh, I want to go to Minnesota." And they said, "Fuck it, I'm sending you to the Jets, so you don't kill us." So did it work out for the Jets to have Brett Favre for a year? It did until that towards the end of the season, and it wasn't worth it anymore. But if Rodgers is going to give me 2 years, he knows the offense. He has great weapons on the Jets' young team. They're a young team, but what they got to do is they got to fill that offensive line. I think once they fill that offensive line, I think they'll be pretty good um, with him. But
I ain't got a
now it's a
dog.
waiting game until he says, "I want to either come back or not."
I ain't got a
And
dog in this fight, so
I know you don't. I mean, you just reminded me because you're wearing a Jet jersey. So,
no. I'm actually it's a Eagles old school Eagles jersey.
oh, I
This
don't
from
see anything but 82 in green
yeah, but this
or
is
92 in green.
92 because it's Reggie White when he was in the Eagles.
Oh, anyway, I'm not a Giant fan, so I don't care. But either way,
Eagles. Then he went to the Packers.
no. But I'm saying Giant fans hate the Eagles.
Oh,
I don't care because the Jet fans are not in the same division.
no, okay. So again, I'm not a fan
I
of
know.
any of these teams. I just got this on a fucking discount store for $2.
Hey,
so So hey, it covers my torso. That's pretty much what it does. It doesn't seem don't let you see my man boobs that clearly. That's all it does. So you get insulted because I'm wearing a certain team
no,
uniform.
I'm not getting
No,
insulted.
I'm talking to the
Oh,
public. I'm talking to the public. They can't see shit, but we already spilled the beans of what visually what's going on a bit. So if you insulted me like that, sucks to be you.
fuck 'em.
Sucks to be you. Yeah,
Fuck 'em all.
I'll sick our boy Birdie Mac from the Great Beyond, and
Ooh.
we shall quote every single line he says in House Party 3.
Oh, I know who you are.
Oh, I know who you are. I know who you are. I even remember your name,
Ooh, you a lucky man.
John. Oh my God! Here we go again. Here we go with Jawbone.
Ooh, you're a lucky man.
Okay, here we go with Jawbone. Oh my God.
You son, that's my home. I need my wife.
Some people be listening to this. What the fuck are they talking about? Watch House Party 3. And then you will be enlightened.
Oh man.
Best one. Best one of all three, in my opinion. Just because of Bernie Man. That's all you do. Words to live by. Live by, son. And with that note, we will go with the wrestling stuff. Because if we just keep doing that, that's going to be the podcast. Anyway, so we got a new inductee to the WWE Hall of Fame for this year, and it's an active wrestler. An active wrestler. A guy that's still going, is still working a full-time schedule, but is old as fuck, let's be honest. He's old as fuck. But he can still go and work the same rate as he did 20, 30 years ago. Who are we talking about? Rey Mysterio.
Mr. 619.
Rey Mysterio, the guy who was in the cover of last year's WWE 2K game, who we currently have on our each consoles respectively, is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So he's going to be like one of two guys who, being active, were still inducted into the Hall of Fame. Ric Flair was one, and he got his ass retired the next day. But hey, it still counts.
You're still active.
Still counts because he was active. And Ray now, I mean, we don't know if they're gonna give him the Ric Flair treatment in WrestleMania when he faces his son, allegedly, because that's all signs point that him and what is his name, Dominic Guerrero, apparently, because he even said, I should have been Eddie's kid. He said in the promo when they announced.
Well, it's, I supposedly he asked the wife to use it. So he
Yeah,
gave her that respect.
yeah. So, but still, we all know Dominic is
Yeah.
Ray's actual biological spawn. Not just,
Seed.
yeah, not to use the word cum.
No,
Spelled it
we
out.
saved that.
Spelled it out. Didn't say
We
it. Spelled it out.
we saved that for community poppy.
Yeah. That's Mr. Minky Juice himself. And we
I
should.
think we got I think we got everyone in the podcast already within
Yeah,
the first.
with the reference, we should make a T-shirt just with the podcast references. Oh, the forever, like it will be the most obscure. Everybody that sees that T-shirt will be like, "What in the fuck is this?"
What? Husky Babu podcast.
No, we don't put no logos.
Jawbone.
No, we don't put no logo on the podcast.
No?
We just put all the expressions. Fuck them, jawbone,
Jawbone, Minky Juice.
Minky Juice, Mr. Community Property.
Baby arm.
Baby, I'm only an apple.
And my fingers still work.
That's a classic. My finger still works. Those are the most obscure references. People are gonna watch that T-shirt and be scratching literally their heads and they're like, "What the fuck is this? What did this all mean?" And those are in the know would be just dying laughing inside.
Well, we can put that at the front and then put the logo. Not the logo. The link.
No. Or a scan thingy.
Oh yeah, one of those barcodes. The
The
QR
barcode,
codes.
the QR code, so that you could just go there like if you want to be in the know, just scan this shit and stop asking dumbass questions. Don't ask no questions. See, another reference right there. Another one. Now we're complete.
Oh,
Now we're complete.
Mr. Baby Armo.
Don't ask no questions and give us the money. So yeah, Rey Mysterio, Hall of Famer for 2023. There's rumors that the Great Muta, although he has not wrestled, to my knowledge, in WWE, will also be getting a WWE Hall of Fame. But then again, he did wrestle for WCW. That's kind of WWE adjacent since WWE owns WCW. So that kind of works in his favor. Also, there's rumors of the fabulous Rougeau brothers, which is a reference that will be passing right over your head because that happened back in the 80s when you were still within your father's nether regions.
I was in diapers.
No, when they were wrestling as a tag team, you were wearing your dad's ball sack. Yours wasn't your dad's ball sack.
Okay.
I can attest. Not that I was there to know the fact, but just doing the correlation of the timeline when they were actually wrestling to when you were actually born. Yeah, you were technically inside his ball sack. Okay, so yeah, those are, and the rumor is that the headliner of the 2023 Hall of Fame would be Batista. Oh, and by the way, allegedly the guy who will induct Rey into the Hall of Fame is going to be Conan, which is a great call because Conan and Rey have been boys for forever,
Long time.
and
WCW days.
Yeah. So Conan is the perfect guy to induct Rey into the Hall of Fame. So yes, that's the perfect man. If in life he would have been still alive today, it would have been Eddie. But since Eddie is no longer with us, next best thing is Conan. So yeah, Conan should be 100% the guy to induct Rey into the Hall of Fame. Going on into more WWE stuff, John Cena ripped Austin Theory a new asshole with his promo on Monday. Word to the wise, word to the younglings, to please do not go into a verbal tirade against John Cena. Ask The Rock, ask Roman Reigns, ask a bunch of people that John Cena just verbally obliterated, erased from the planet. He left The Rock, a man who has some of the best speaking skills in the business. He left him like He left him like that, gasping. He left him gasping, gasping, gasping. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, don't seek. And then Austin Theory, who is a pup, a guy that just came about in the business. Yeah, don't ask this. Don't do this. Don't do this to these young pups. Don't send them to somebody that can just obliterate you with words. And John Cena even told him that much. I'm not gonna repeat verbatim everything he said. It's just take my word for it. Just YouTube that shit and enjoy.
Well, because that man got older doesn't mean he can't still throw it down.
I mean, he even made references about his bald spot. He even made references about the bald spot. He was like, "Yeah, I may have a bald spot, but that don't make me that I suck like you." And then he just went off to town with that kid. It left that kid with cry face. He left that kid with cry face. So yeah, don't. Long story short, don't fuck with Cena. Do not fuck with Cena, especially in the mic. Do not fuck with Cena. Anyways, finishing up with the WWE part, Bad Bunny will be hosting WWE Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico, when they're there at the month after Mania. So that's gonna be a big thing because Bad Bunny, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's even the character that you get if you pre-order the WWE 2K23 game.
Yeah, which I think is out right already. I think the game is out.
I think it's coming out soon. I don't know if it's out yet.
Okay. And on WWE's competition AEW news, last week we talked about the AEW Revolution. We kind of, sprinkled over it. Talked that the pay-per-view was on that day that we recorded. It happened, and as expected, long as fuck. But apparently, for all intents and purposes, I didn't see it. But all intents and purposes, it was a good pay-per-view. The main event was an Iron Man match between MJF, who is currently their champion, and the man formerly known as Daniel Bryan, who now is known as Bryan Danielson in AEW. And they wrestled for over 60 minutes because it went to sudden death because it was tied, and then the tiebreaker, and MJF won. One of the tactics that, or in between time during the match, MJF grabbed a drink of a person and threw it at a kid's face. That was not a plant. A plant is, in the wrestling terms, is when they have someone in the crowd to interact with the wrestler as planned to draw heat on him so he can do something dastardly to that person. Apparently, that kid was just an innocent bystander. And the drink that was thrown in the kid's face was not water. It was tequila.
Well, it looks clear. You quickly do it, The kid slept nice that night.
There was some issues. To say the very least. There were issues. The kid had to be bought out, basically. The company gave him the red carpet treatment, made him meet all the wrestlers in the back, made him get autographs by his favorite wrestlers, and even gave him tickets for the next event in the city for free, just to, ease up the pain with getting.
This is your world title holder.
And also the owner of AEW gave him chewed a piece of his ass off before they did the press conference. Then like, dude, I it's cool that you live the character and whatnot, but throwing fucking liquor on kids' face is a no-no in any fucking state in the union. Throwing hard liquor at a fucking 11-year-old, it's a no-no on every fucking hard liquor, because tequila ain't soft liquor. Tequila ain't no soft liquor. They ain't no more.
Dumbass.
That ain't no more beverage to throw at kids. All right? That's fucking alcohol. Pure fucking alcohol.
Dumbass.
You dumbass. Anyway, so those are the wrestling news. So now we're going to go to the movie section, which is fucking loaded this week. Jesus. Movies, comic book shit. It is loaded news this week. Like I was amazed. Like damn, there's a lot of shit going on. First thing
That's
that
good. Movies are getting back to normal.
yeah, first thing we got to talk about us geeks is that the best Punisher that's ever walked on the God's green earth, was ever showed on TV or whatever medium, is coming back. Jon Bernthal will be reprising his role as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, in Daredevil Born Again in the Disney Plus series that they're going to do in Marvel.
Nice.
That is music to my ears because
Yes,
that
mine
dude,
too.
like, I saw season 1 of Punisher. Holy shit. That is some
Mhm.
violent fucking, that's some fucking ass violent shit right there.
Perfect person to play him.
And he encapsulates that character perfectly. The only gripe I have with Marvel in the Netflix era, they kept getting them short ass actors. Because the Charlie Cox, short as fuck. Jon Bernthal, short as fuck. Like all these fucks, they're short as fuck. But they nailed their roles. They nailed them. Like Charlie Cox, perfect Daredevil. Perfect Daredevil. Jon Bernthal, perfect Punisher. They know. Now, the only hiccup I have with this Daredevil Born Again, oh, by the way, Vincent D'Onofrio's coming back as Kingpin. Like, you just hit the trifecta right there. You just tell me. Daredevil coming back. Okay, good. Kingpin coming up. Jesus Christ. You had me at hello. You had me at hello. Now, you're telling me Punisher coming back. See? Just when I thought you were out of my life, you pulled me back in. You pulled me back in. You just
Come back.
tug me back in. And I'm like,
It's like
yes.
Scorpion. Get over here.
Exactly. You just pulled me back in. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Now, little gripe I have. No Foggy Nelson or Karen will be coming back from the Netflix series.
So are the actors
the
not coming
actors,
back,
exactly.
or they have replacements for them?
The actors are not coming back. They have not been. They have not been, and they're already filming the series. By the way, in Yonkers. By the way,
That's fucked up.
they're already filming the series right now as we speak. In Yonkers, they're filming. So I guess Yonkers kind of looks like Hell's Kitchen. I don't know.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm just where I'm gonna stop.
Okay, saying something without saying it all.
Plead the fifth.
Okay, so yeah, that's my only gripe. I have no Foggy Nelson or Karen Page, so I don't know about that. But you got the core. You got your Daredevil back, and you got your Kingpin back, and you got Punisher back. So 3 out of 5 ain't bad. 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah, I don't see Daredevil without those two.
Yeah, but let's look again. We don't know. I don't know if what happened in the Netflix series they consider that as Elseworld stories, like not necessarily within the Marvel universe. But it's curious that they got the same dudes that played those characters to get them into the Marvel universe. It's a very tricky thing. Plus, in the Netflix series, they referenced things that happened in the movies. They referenced it. I mean, it wasn't tied directly with the movies, but it kind of referenced them. Like it talked about the invasion, the alien invasion, and all that shit. Although you did get it in the sense that in the Netflix series, it dealt more with real world problems than the actual, comic booky thingy.
Yeah.
But still, great series. I love Daredevil. I love Punisher. So welcome back, Frank Castle. Actually, there was a comic called Welcome Back, Frank, where he murdered people. Well, that's what he does. That's a Tuesday.
I,
That's a Tuesday. That's a Tuesday for you. Like wet. Like you murder people. Like pick a day, son. Pick a day. That's like
what I do.
that's what I do. That's what I do.
And if you don't like it,
Sorry. Anyway, So we're getting reviews of Shazam, If Fury of the Gods, or Shazam Part 2, aka Take Notes, Dwayne Johnson.
Damn. Damn.
Hey, I'm talking about how the reviews are coming out. Apparently, it's very fucking good. The reviews are saying it is a very good movie. So, and also, DC is so desperate that this movie break bank. They actually revealed, just like they did with Black Adam, that a certain hero is in the movie.
They want people to see it.
They
Like,
really want people to go see this movie. They really want people. Like, they're not like, they're like, no. Like, the reviewers are being nice. They're saying it's a good movie. It's a solid movie. And they're like, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. We got a reputation here to break from. We got this goddamn reputation to break free from. So let's just give it a reveal. Guess what? Since they already revealed it, it doesn't matter. This doesn't count as a spoiler. If they put it out there, they were the ones that put it out there. It wasn't me. They put it out there. So they don't count as a spoiler no more.
Now you sound like Shaggy.
This don't count as spoiler no more. So guess what? This is on me. This is on them. Guess who's in the movie? Wonder Woman.
Oh, and you ruined the whole movie now.
Yeah, don't watch it then. So screw you, Warner Brothers. Screw you, DC, for fucking yourselves up. You done fucked yourselves up. So that ain't on me. That ain't on me.
Since they brought back Wonder Woman, maybe that means that she isn't gonna have another movie, and they're gonna kick her out, just like the.
Yeah, believe me, I thought about that. I believe that. I'm like, okay, this is kind of prophetic because it didn't turn out that well the other time. The other time it didn't.
Like we had this done before.
Yeah. Like,
what's going on here?
If you're a DC fan, I'd be concerned.
Or a Wonder Woman fan.
Or a Wonder Woman fan, I'd be concerned. I'd be like, didn't we get through this with Henry Cavill already?
This seems familiar.
Isn't this like your secret way of saying that you're gonna fire this fuck?
She gone.
So yeah, she gone. Basically, what we're saying: no more Wonder Woman. They're gonna find someone else. That's basically what we're saying. So screw you.
Well, it might be Shazam's last thing too, because they kicked The Rock out too. So
yeah, so he don't have his arch enemy to fight with. It's like, but where's my arch enemy at? Well, that's a complicated legal issue.
We can't talk about that right now.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. I mean, luckily, we never showed his face in our movies, so that could have been that whatever happened on that movie could have been an Elseworld movie. But that happened to us. Shh, it never happened. It never happened.
Nothing happened.
Shh, it never happened. That movie came and went. You can check it out on HBO. You can check it out on HBO, though. Shh, it don't exist no more. Let's ignore. Another movie news. This is going now outside of the comic book geeky stuff. There is word saying that Beetlejuice 2 might actually happen.
I thought it was happening already.
And, of course, you can't have Beetlejuice without Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton just reprising every damn role he already had before. He Rocky Balboa-ing this shit.
I just need him to make Johnny Dangerously again, and I'd be happy.
So he's coming back. And now with the caveat that Wednesday Addams actress Jenna Ortega will be playing Lydia's daughter.
That's good. I like her.
Yeah.
That's a good role.
So if Lydia was portrayed by Winona Ryder, so she'll be playing Winona Ryder's kid. Which
I like that.
Makes, I mean, the actress herself is like in her early 20s. Jenna Ortega.
But she looks like she's 13.
Yeah, so that kind of makes you think, because Beetlejuice happened in 88 when you were hatched. You were born when you were born. 88. So from 88, then this kid get a kid like 18 years ago.
Yeah, but makeup can make it happen.
Okay, well, whatever. Well, I mean, we're thinking too deep about this. We're over analyzing shit. She looks young enough to be Winona Ryder's daughter. Let's just say that. She looks young enough to be Winona Ryder's daughter. So, okay, there. I said it. There. No problem. So, Beetlejuice might happen. So, I guess dude must be desperate. Either he's desperate for money, or he just loves doing these weird ass roles. because he's coming back as Batman for the Flash movie this year, and now he's talking about coming back for Beetlejuice. This dude is old though. He's almost in his 70s. Michael Keaton. He ain't no young pup.
He can still do it.
But he looks great for a guy in his 70s. He looks great. No hair, but that don't matter. That don't matter.
You don't need hair.
You don't need hair to be a great actor. Or to move.
Don't.
No. So he looks great, and that's wonderful. So congrats on Michael Keaton for bringing back our childhood. Thank you for bringing back our childhood. Okay. And per Tom King, one of DC writers, a very famous writer, he got a little run and stint on Batman. Also wrote one of my favorite comic book series, Mr. Miracle. This guy is very good. He works in DC. He revealed to the world, and has been now confirmed, that DC co-head James Gunn, who probably everybody knows who he is right now, and Peter Safran. See, I remember the other dude. I don't have to get it on clips. I remember the other dude. But this is about James Gunn. James Gunn, who everybody knows him more for being the director of the Guardian of the Galaxy movies, and also for the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker TV series, which was dope as fuck. That's the best thing DC has ever done, period.
And firing Superman and Johnson.
Yeah. So James Gunn, not only will he be writing the script for the Superman movie, which is called Superman Legacy, not only will he be writing it, he'll be directing it. So he's pretty much putting his money where his mouth is. Basically, he's like, okay, I made all these controversial decisions. I'm going to make sure that my seal of approval is on this shit. Because I'm writing this shit. I'm directing this shit. And guess what? Nobody's over ahead of me because I'm the head of this shit.
Sounds like Vince McMahon.
So, yeah, he being Benny Mac. Without the Minkia spraying. Without all that community property stuff and 18,000 lawsuits later. So, no, but I mean, look, that's a great way to put where your mouth is. If you're saying that you're about this, be about this. So I think him taking ownership over this and being the director and the writer of this particular project, something that is very sensitive for DC fans, because Superman is it. Like you'd think of Marvel, well, before the whole Robert Downey Jr. thing, Marvel, you thought of Marvel, it was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man was embodiment of Marvel. Was the embodiment. Like, you thought of Marvel, just Spider-Man, boom, it pops up in your head. Think of DC, there are two guys that pop up in your head, Batman, Superman. Now, Batman has been done to death. To death. And we haven't had a decent Superman in a minute. Henry Cavill, God bless his soul, he tried, but the material was not up to par, was not up to snuff, you know? The material didn't help him. He was a good Superman, but the material didn't help him. So we never really got to see him try and do the thing, you know, try to do the character justice, because the material was not behind it. Now we got a guy who claims that he has the best intentions for the character, and that he will do the character right. So this dude is putting his money where his mouth is. So I think that is the best way to shut up the doubters, is you assuming responsibility and taking action for your decisions. Like, he fired Henry. He decided to take this route of a younger Superman and a different story. He's starting over from scratch. Well, do what you got to do. Now, he has confirmed there's nobody been cast yet. So if people thinking, oh, it should be this dude, that dude, no, he ain't cast nobody yet. He ain't cast nobody yet. But he's going to write and direct the movie. So, and he's also the head of the studio. So if it sucks, there's no goddamn excuse. There's no goddamn excuse. If it sucks, it's all 1,000% on him. 1,000% on him. If it succeeds, same thing. 1,000% on him. So he's taking quite a gamble, if you ask me. He's taking quite a gamble. because he done pissed off the entire nerdverse by firing Henry. He done pissed off the entire nerdverse because you can say whatever the heck you want about the movies where Henry was in with the Superman character, but everybody loved him. It's like they found faults in everything except him and Henry, because the dude looks like a Superman drawing. He looks exactly like Superman. It's like
it's crazy.
It is a Superman drawing. He is the embodiment of Superman. Like, physically, he is dead ringer for the part. Dead ringer. Like, I cannot even imagine anymore anybody else playing that part but him, because he looks exactly like Superman. You ain't even got to CGI his eyes. His eyes are blue for a shoot. His eyes are blue, dark hair, blue eyes. That's Superman. And he's built like a fucking shit brick house.
Built like a horse, bro. The guy is just...
like a shit brick house. Dude is ripped up the yin yang. And he's a geek, and he loves the character. So I'm like, you got your work cut out for you, son. You got your work cut out for you. Trying to find, like, good luck trying to beat that. Good luck. Oh, but I want a younger Superman. CG his fucking face. They're making Harrison Ford look like a young man already with the Indiana Jones movie that's coming out. Like, what? So what? Disney only owns that technology? Only Disney owns it? Well, yeah, apparently they do, because we already know what you done with CGing people's faces, specifically with Henry, back in that 2017 disaster called Justice League. When you try to CG his mustache off of his face, make him look like shit coming out of a fucking nightmare. That's the worst CG ever. Then again, Marvel lately has been hold my beer. And that's not a dig towards the CG artist that's working. It's just that Marvel want to rush things up, and they're not thinking about doing quality. It's like, rápido.
Yeah, they need to slow down and
that's not
start thinking again before they
no dig at the CG artists, because they do what they can at the time that they're given. If they were given ample time, because let me say, like, you remember all the old Pirates of the Caribbean movies. You remember the Davy Jones character. Didn't that shit look legit?
I didn't really watch a lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, my wife did.
But you remember the guy with the octopus face?
Yeah.
Didn't that shit look legit? That shit looked legit. That shit looked legit. That was 15 years ago. And you telling me that the quality 15 years ago was better than now? Shut your face. Shut the front door. I'll slap the shit out of you. You think that is true? I will slap the shit out of you. No. The thing is that now they're rushing shit. Because they're like, oh, we need to get that printed, that money. We need that paper. Get that shit done. But we haven't done the shit. Shut the fuck up. Bring that shit over here. We need that paper now. We need that paper. So that's one of the issues that I've had lately with Marvel. That they've been trying to get those shit done so quickly that they forget about quality. Like, I'm sorry. I still haven't seen She-Hulk, but I've seen some CG scenes, especially with the She-Hulk. That looked dodgy as fuck. That looks dodgy as fuck.
They could have done a better job.
Yeah, but exactly. Look, Marvel is owned by Disney, who practically has a printing press for money.
Yeah, not anymore
because they, like, as Dusty Rhodes would say, God rest his soul, they're falling on hard times, Daddy. They're going on hard times.
Yeah, they are.
They're on hard times. I mean, Florida ain't doing no business for them.
Well, I mean, we did talk about it a little bit before.
Yeah, no, Florida didn't give them the one finger salute.
Yeah, so they had to raise prices
on everything because
all
the tax exempt shit was like, oh, You ain't been paying taxes for like 30 years. Guess what, bitches? Pay up. Pay up. Pay up.
So, according to,
I
I
mean,
mean, this is something we just.
look, I even heard DeSantis talk about this a few weeks ago. He said, like, SeaWorld pays up millions in taxes. Like, what makes you better than SeaWorld? So, what makes you better than SeaWorld? Like, why SeaWorld gets this treatment and you don't? Like, no. Everybody going to pay now. Everybody going to pay. So I don't know what feathers they ruffled. Well, we actually do, but we're not gonna touch. We're not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. We actually know what ruffled their feathers. But the thing is, like, stick in the entertainment business, man. Don't do fucking political statements. Stay in your lane. Do your shit. And now the quality is suffering because of it. The quality is suffering. And don't be so goddamn greedy either. Don't be so fucking greedy. Like, trying to release these movies. Like, if you need time to put out there a better product, then you know what? Just delay it. Delay it. Like, oh, but these geeks want their shit now. Let them fucking wait. Let these fucking geeks wait. Like, we already had an Avengers movie. Not one. 4 of them we already have. Like, I think we can wait a little longer for anything else. Because, like, all the wet dreams of all the geeks have been fulfilled already. Believe you me. I live in a day that I never thought I would see. Like, live action recreations of the superheroes that I used to read in my comic books. Like, the dream has come true. And you already told all the good shit. You already told all the good shit now. So what are you going to be left now? With all the scrubs? No, man. Like, if you're going to tell stories now, do it right. Do it well. Give these characters, like, what put Marvel in the picture? Because they gave these characters some credibility, and they gave them these characters some gravitas, something to pull in. Although Marvel not that much, because Marvel wasn't that serious with it, especially with the Iron Man thing, because they did let Robert Downey Jr. ad-lib a lot of shit. But then again, that dude is an ad-lib machine. That dude is an ad-lib machine. And he got handsomely rewarded for it. Handsomely. And well deserved, because the MCU was built on that man's shoulders.
It was.
It was built on that man's shoulders. And that man being gone, believe you me, is being sorely missed. Sorely missed. Because it ain't the same. Because you would say, well, they kind of got Spider-Man, kind of. You don't got him. You got him alone. And Sony anytime can be like, renegotiation, and take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you left with? Ant-Man. Good luck. Good luck with that. How'd that movie went again? Oh, yeah.
It got shitted on.
Ooh, yeah. Got the golden shower.
Okay.
Have anything to add to that?
Yeah. So, I know we talked about it a little bit before the thing, but with Disney, and we talk, Marvel and all that, we all know Disney owns them. This the guy, what was his name? Bob Igner,
The guy who was
the guy that came back.
Bob
Yeah,
Iger.
Iger. Well, obviously we all know he came back. So it took over. Many fans had dreams that he would bring back Fast Pass after getting rid of Disney Genie Plus, lower Disney park prices, bring the animation entertainment back to what it used to be and much more. But this dude, when he came back, I don't know how many of you know that, but it was only for 2 years.
He had to come back temporarily because the other dude fucked it up so badly that he had to come back.
This dude fucked it up so badly. So it says while Bob has made strides during his short tenure back as CEO, he also made waves among fans and Disney cast members, as well as he announced that Disney was forced to lay off more than 7,000 employees in the latest shareholder meeting, and that he also told Disney cast members who had been working from home that they must return to office during the week, which caused a large uproar. So, I mean, he even thinks the prices are wrong among the parks are high. I mean, he shared comments in the Disney parks, including that Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort have been overpriced, and that he wants to keep the magic accessible to everyone, but that may never, but he may never have time to implement any policy to change ticket prices. So, I mean, you see why Marvel is trying to throw out movies that are not ready to be thrown out. Like you said, they took a big hit to the bolitas, and they're trying to make up the money quick.
Yeah, but they
You,
gotta start amending some bridges that they burned.
and that dude really fucked them up.
Yep. Like that Florida shit. That was a big blow because they were saving tons of money. In Florida, it'd be all
Yep.
of a sudden like, pay up, bitches.
Yep.
That's
So,
millions,
well,
millions.
it's years of them not.
Yeah, years, and they gotta pay back all them years.
Yep.
Like, have they never heard of the expression "Do not bite the hand that feeds you"? Like, when did you think that you own a state? Like, yeah, you can do business with certain politicians in that state, but guess what? Every once in a while, they're gonna come somebody that be like, "Fuck you." So I don't know, man. I don't know. So, well, at least with Bob Iger, we got one thing straight that the dude at least acknowledges what the issues are. He's trying to do men's, but I don't think 2 years is enough. I mean, he doesn't have a year yet in the position, back in the
No,
position.
but
He has like
they're
4 or 5 months, right? He has
but
like 4 or 5 months in the
something
position.
like that. But they are looking to hire someone, but they just don't have time to do it. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
like,
no, because they're in cleanup right now. They're in
hmm
cleanup. They have to mend whatever the fuck this dude did. I hate to say it, but get woke.
yeah. So, and I mean, as I was reading this thing here, there have been rumors that NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is the top candidate to replace Bob currently.
That's a load of horse shit. Like,
Ultimately, it will be interesting to see how the Walt Disney Company progresses over the next several months.
that's a load of crock of shit. How can a dude that works in the NBA handle a multi-billion-dollar company so diverse? Because this is not a sports league. This is entertainment. The business of Disney is entertainment, not a sports league.
Well, basketball,
Basketball, yeah.
I can see how
Look,
you think.
basketball, yes, I know it's when you strip it of the sportsmanship and whatnot, it's entertainment. When you strip it
It
of
is a
all of that,
business.
it is a
It is
business
how.
and it's entertainment. I understand that, but there's different ways how to deal with different things, and I think the NBA is one thing and Disney is another. In my view, I may be wrong. I never had a Fortune 500 company under my belt and run it. I've never done that. I don't know if I ever will. So I'm talking out of complete fucking ignorance, watching from the outside in.
Yeah. So I mean, Adam Sandler just not just became NBA commissioner, but the guy that held it before was there for years. I don't think Adam Silver is gonna give up the NBA,
Yeah,
but I mean, for Disney, I don't know.
yeah. David Stern was the commissioner of the NBA for years. He was over. Damn, that was almost over 30 years of
Yeah.
being the commissioner. I think that's the
hmm
longest tenure of any commissioner of any league. I think it is the longest tenure.
So
and he only quit because he got sick.
he got sick and he died.
Yeah, but the dude that covered for him, Adam Silver, right? That's his name, Adam Silver.
So
Adam Silver, I think it
yeah,
is. Yeah, yeah. He was David Stern's right hand man, so he was there from the beginning and saw how things were done. So kind of easier transition because he was kind of there already for most of it. So he kind of saw how things are done. So he kind of got in the job training, being under David Stern's wing. But again, I think it's apples and oranges, in my opinion. The whole, I mean, yeah, yes, it's administrating a giant corporation. Don't get me wrong. It's in that sense, it's the same thing, but it's two different products. NBA again, sports league. Disney entertainment. You're dealing with entertainment, and you're dealing with a bunch of other shit. I mean, yeah, there's regulations, and you're dealing with also you're dealing with a lot of shit. Like NBA has what players association. I think that in terms of Disney, you would be dealing with SAG. The actor
hmm
Screen Actors Guild Award is Screen Actors Guild, which is basically the same thing with different definitions and whatnot. And also, you got to be deal with a Writers Guild, Directors Guild, a bunch of other shit. Plus all the billion things that they do because they do TV shows. They have their own channel. They have their own streaming service. They have those parks all over the world. They have subdivisions of the yin yang in movies like Marvel, Disney, Pixar. Pixar belongs to them as well. And now you also have to add Fox because Fox belongs to them. What else? I mean, they got a
I
bunch of
mean,
shit. They got a lot of balls juggling at the same time.
yeah, I mean, it's just rumored. I mean, we don't know what's going on. I mean, who else is gonna come in to do something like that guy? I mean, Wagner been doing it for years.
Yeah. So I mean, look, I don't wish Disney any wrong. I don't wish them at all any wrong. It's just that the other dude done fucked up royally, and he did not. I mean, maybe his intentions were in the right place, but his actions cost the company dearly and set him back a couple of years. And Bob Iger came back just basically to do damage control. He's basically back just to do because he was the one that put Disney in a pedestal of like the best years Disney had money wise were under his reign, under Bob Iger. And that's saying something because Disney has always been a powerhouse. But this dude took it to another level. I mean, this dude was the guy who purchased Lucasfilm. He was the one that purchased Marvel. He was the one that made the Spider-Man deal for the MCU possible. This dude did everything. This dude they gave him, I would say, the golden years for them in terms of money making. They were printing money with him. Then when he stepped down and the other dude came out, he done wrecked that shit in less than 2 years. He done fucking wrecked that shit in less than 2 years.
Mm, less than that.
Less than 2 years, he fucking wrecked all of that shit. I mean, to the point that now people are like looking at the MCU and like,
I
people
want to
don't.
know who hired this man and thought he was good enough. I mean, the guy said, "Well, what adult would like to watch a animated movie after they put the kids to sleep? Are you stupid?
Apparently, you were not raised a Disney child.
Like, dude, you got 50-year-olds still playing video games, and you think that after they put their kids to sleep, they don't want to watch something animated?
Done dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. But and on that note, we just ended here because we're just gonna keep on rambling and destroying this fool, which we didn't even haven't mentioned his name yet because he,
It's not worth it. He's not worth us
exactly.
mentioning to us little bitty podcast that we run that barely 5 people listen to. But he's not worth saying his damn name because he fucked up everything, fucked up Disney, fucked up Marvel, fucked up the parks.
Kind of reminds me of a certain owner of a certain New York basketball team.
Fuck you, James Dolan.
I guess we're gonna have to add those sections.
Fuck him.
No, include an Uncle Joey rant with the national anthem.
Listen to me, you cocksuckers.
Da, 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 da,
Mothers.
da, 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 da. Stop with this shit.
We're Americans.
We're Americans, you cocksuckers. And we're gonna have to start those rants. Just mentioning the same two people. Guy who used to run Disney and the guy who is run the Knicks and MSG to the ground to the point that WWE cannot do a televised show in there because he charges all the money in the world. And even WWE like that's expensive. We'd rather go to Barclays.
And then this motherfucker wants to start a streaming service to charge hundreds of dollars a year. Or you can watch all the Nick games you want, but you got to pay us $10 a game if you don't want to pay $100.
Tu madrina.
Are you serious?
Again, tu madrina.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here with that shit, fucker. Anyway, I think I'm done with my rants.
Yeah. We both are. We both are. So this has been the Husky Rebel Podcast 109. We're gonna end this one peacefully. In a very sad trance.
Jump on.
God. Remember our social media, our website, Husky Rebel
Hold on.
Pod.
Before you gotta say, ooh, I know you know what I'm talking about. You gotta do it. You gotta do the part. You do it so good.
I know
you a lucky man.
You're a lucky man.
You son of a bitch, that's my hoe.
My wife, I mean
My wife. Wife, remember your name.
Oh, back in the day, this woman used to suck. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You're a lucky man. This woman used to suck on me. Well, you know. Well, you know what I'm talking. You're a lucky man.
Oh man.
Oh God. Anyways, again, our website, Husky Rival Pod, where you can check all the previous podcasts if you want to. Our T Public store, who has perpetually stayed in a sale of whatever, insert a certain percentage of sale here. 30% off, 50% off, 20% off. Insert amount here.
$16 shirts right now.
Insert amount here. Our social media, Husky Rival Pod. On Instagram and Twitter, our personal, each individual social media, that Ariel Duran on Instagram and Twitter, and yours is
Johnny War 426 on Instagram.
Yeah, so this has been another edition of the Husky Bible Podcast, number 109. We're still persevering in this thing, and you are still taking it. So, who's who here? who is the masochist here? Wait, we'll keep on dishing it if you keep on taking it. That did not sound right. Oh, kind of like that kid taking that tequila shot from MJ. So this has been the Husky Bible. Take care, peoples.
Peace out, everyone. Have a good week.